Zima is back. It has recently been re-released, and my brother was the first person to tell me about it. He actually had a sighting on it that it's back out. I didn't know beyond that point. He was the first to tell me. And then the other credible person on this kind of stuff is Mad Matt from Dinosaur Dracula. He is pretty... He makes great articles and blogs about this stuff and about like 90s nostalgia in general. So the first place I tried was my local Chinese beer distributor, and he didn't have it. He just sold out of it, and he even told me, I'll call for you, the place that sends the Zima to him, and he told me they're all sold out. So I was very sad at that point. However, he did have this Zima sign in the back of his place, and I asked him, you know, can I have that then, if you're sold out of it? And luckily, he gave it to me. I'll show you that in a second. And then I went to this place called Coco's Pizza here in Pennsylvania, and they had it in like the 6-pack form. So I grabbed it, and let's review this. Let's go back to the 90s. So there it is. Limited release Zima. So it's back, and I really can't believe I'm sitting, like, standing right in front of this. It's so cool. Matt from Dinosaur Dracula wrote an awesome blog about this, and it was like an underage drinking thing apparently, because it's very like a Sprite or like lemon citrusy, and so a lot of kids my age, you know, 93, I was 13 myself, so you could easily, your pop could definitely give you one of these and you wouldn't really know. However, that did not happen, and I do not condone underage drinking. I'm a big kid myself, but I am above 21 years of age, and I'm going to enjoy myself like it's 90s again. I want to watch Seinfeld and Star Trek The Next Generation, Highlander, the series. That was the best one. I don't know if that was out then with this, but still cool to think so. It's still really cool to think of like 15-year-old Chris watching Duncan MacLeod like decapitate somebody while drinking Zima, but I was not of age at that point. Alright, let me go grab the sign. So this is it. The legend returns for a limited time. See this? I also, in one of my other videos, one I did a review with my friend John, we were reviewing the Mountain Dew Dew Shine, and you can see I have an old metal sign, but it's not there anymore. I have it somewhere else. And I was saying bring back Zima, and it's happening, so awesome. What probably makes this Zima review different than anybody else's is that I have this poster from the Chinese beer place, and he was nice enough to write Zima on there for me, and then in Chinese, and then Chinese again. Also, the back has... This guy was really interested in calligraphy, and he was going off. So you got tiger, lion in Chinese, Hong Kong, Asia. Super cool. Refreshing citrus beverage. Oh, that's grand. Check that out. Zima. It comes in the original exact same bottle. Now, this is so cool for review because I was not able to drink when this first came out. I've never had this before. So, I mean, this is like re-earthing a treasure. Seriously. Because it's something that I couldn't expose myself to, but now it is. I've lived long enough where it is resurrected again, and I can try it. So the bottle has that awesome ribbed, like glass shape. This could not have been cheap to like produce these bottles. But the economy was much better back then, so it's probably a stretch to do it now. The colors are so cool. It's very stimulating, actually, like dark blue, black, red, the white. And I also remember watching The Simpsons, and there was a part where Homer actually had one of these, like, in his hand, because it was like a flashback of him and Marge's relationship. I still remember this, like, being out the same time as, like, Married with Children. For some reason, that connects with me. It always seemed like the adults goofed on this back in the day. Like, not necessarily like it was a girl drink or something, but like it was so bizarre to them, the idea of like a malt beverage or a citrus like wine cooler, and now it's everywhere. There's like billions of wine coolers. There's so many of them. And then I remember it just disappearing, like it just didn't exist anymore, so but that makes a legend usually. It has to die and go away, and then that makes a legend. So now it is back, and also I remember the commercials for this with Richard Lewis, which is he's a funny guy. I mean, I liked him in Robin Hood Men in Tights. Other than that, I don't follow his career. But and I know like Dinosaur Dracula goofs on those old commercials, especially like the tight shots of his foot. So now let's try this. Come on, Chris, you gotta try this. You haven't... The Desert Storm War was going on and everything, and you didn't even try this back then because you were a kid. So let's dig into this, shall we? Alright, first let's see if it's a twist off. It's from America, so I hope so. Okay, wow, it is. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm actually doing this. This is so weird. It's like, is this really happening? Okay, so here's, let me, alright, let me pour it first. Oh, I'm smelling it. It's, I can definitely smell the alcohol. It smells pretty strong, actually. Yeah, it smells like modern, pretty modern day, like wine cooler type of thing. Wow. Okay, so it has a citrus smell. But out of just pure memory, you know what it's reminding me of? Is like those early Seagram wine coolers, like the lemon ones. And oh man, the only reason it reminds me of that is because of like when you're young and you first drink them and you're not ready for it and you drink a lot of them and you just start violently vomiting. That's what this reminds me of. Because it smells good, but at the same time you can smell the alcohol, so you just keep drinking them and drinking them, and then that's what happens. Alright, but before I taste it, I seen this trick on Dinosaur Dracula where, I never heard of this, they put a Jolly Rancher or a fruit roll-up into it to like give it more flavor or change the color. So all I have is Fruit by the Foot, and I got the Ninja Turtles ones. So I'm going to put that in there, and I want to let it change the color, and then I'm going to taste them side by side. This is ridiculous, but I'm still going to do it. What is it? It looks like something out of World War II. There is definitely some kind of chemical reaction going on here. See this? Wow, that's pretty cool. I really like that. It kind of looks like a Cobra wine from Vietnam, where they have like that, you know, like that standing wine or that fermented like juice, and then they shove a Cobra into it.
Let's go, baby.
Wow. way less sweet than I thought. It's barely sweet at all. That's a good thing. Whew. That means I won't get those super huge hangovers from those fruity wine coolers. Yeah, it does, just like, it does taste like club soda or like tonic water with just the slightest lemon taste.
Gurgle, gurgle.
It's a little dry. It's definitely a little dry. Listen to me. Why do us white people love like wine tasting so much? I don't know why, but anyway, it'll do the trick though. This is 90s though for sure. This is when they were first doing it. So it's just basically like lemon with like, this is still going. Wow, look at that.
Gurgle, gurgle.
Wow. These things, be careful with these things. These go down very easy, and I'm sure they'll get you very intoxicated. It looks like it decomposed as much as possible. I can't wait much longer. Look at that. It's bright green. Let's try this. I'm going to drink right out of the bottle. You know what? It says 5% alcohol. That's pretty high. That is very high for like a beer. So once again, being careful with these things. Wow. This is so cool. I'm so glad he told me about this, or it was on his blog, Dinosaur Dracula. Alright, here we go. Bottoms up. Oh man, that's way better. That helps it out. Oh man. Whew. It almost looks like how your stomach acid breaks down food. That's pretty off-putting, but I'm Irish, so.
Gurgle, gurgle.
Oh, that's good. Now it tastes like bubblegum plus the citrus stuff. Alright, so that's it. So enjoy this if you see it, and thank you, Zima, for coming out with this again. So cool. Awesome. Thank you, and have a good night.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.